Hello Confetti Club, it is Pixie and it is time for the ridiculously long awaited, ridiculously planned out and loved and nourished room tour. Oh my lord, it's been a long time coming. This has been requested hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, but it is finally time for me to take you around my room. So this is going to be in a first person view for most of it, but I thought I would pop on here just for a cheeky intro to say, let's get a crackin'. I do still live in my parents' house because I'm only 18, and this house is, I think, 25 years old or something, so things like the floor and the ceiling are definitely showing their age, but that is totally fine. I love my room, and I'm gonna show you guys around right now. So this is the door to my room. I don't have an actual door because I moved into the basement, which used to be my mom's photography studio way back in the day, and also our playroom back when my brother and I were little. So there's no door, but that's okay. There's the workout room right across there, my dad's office there. I have this gate, which I get a couple questions on. This gate is for the meow meows. We have 4 wonderful purebred cats and a floppy flower garland. There we go. I don't really need the cat gate anymore because they can pretty much all slip through the bars because they're 99% fluff, but I keep it here anyway just because I like having it. And then I have this pink sheer curtain. Doo-doo-ba-doo. So this is kind of the entranceway. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Here, I'll give you a cheeky overview before we get too into it. Panning, 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 panning. So in the entrance to my room, I have my mannequin that I keep my sewing projects on. This is just something I'm working on to wear for my birthday. I thought it would be fun to design and make my own outfit. It's not done yet. I know it looks incomplete, blah blah blah. I really like the pom-poms. Let me have fun, let me have pom-poms. So whatever's on that is constantly changing. If I'm not working on a project, I'll keep like a jacket on it or something, but that is that at the moment. And then this is one of my favorite parts of my room, which is weird, but this is where I keep all of my bags and stuff. This is actually missing a couple of bags at the moment, but I'll give you guys a little rundown. I have my Betsy Johnson purses here and here. I have an angelic pretty purse. I have like a vintagey thrifty purse. I have a little Claire's purse. I have a purse I got from Winners. I have my sugar pills jacket. I have a swimmer purse. I have another AP purse. I have a Swan Kiss purse. I have another AP purse upstairs that I've been using. I really love that bag. I have my backpack that I use every day, and I just keep it there so I can grab it easily. Also because it's too heavy and full of crap to hang on that without me fearing it falling. I also have hats. I have a beret from WeGo, a hat from Swimmer, and my other beret from Baby the Starshine Bright that I really like. Woo! I know I did a shoe collection for you guys, so I'm not really gonna go into detail here, but yeah, this is where I keep my shoes. Again, there's a little missing spot because none of them are short enough to go there. Again, this is missing quite a few pairs because I keep them in the garage because I wear them all the time. Whee! There is one lonely Pusheen right there. And up here I just keep a couple of wigs. I have my Cure Flora wig from Go Princess Precure that I styled myself. This wig I've used for Reese from Animal Crossing, but it's pretty diverse. This wig I got to be Rarity for My Little Pony, and then I never did that cosplay, and I really want to use it for Milky Rose from Yes Precure 5, but they're just hanging out up there with some hair accessories. And here is my beautiful sewing corner. I love this part of my room. It is lovely. So up here I have a party banner that I made myself, which takes a ridiculous amount of time, by the way. Do not recommend, just go buy one. I use this in my Party K lookbook that I did, and I decided to keep it up in my room because it's really cute. I have a frame here with a bunch of things you guys sent me in my P.O. box when I had a P.O. box, which, by the way, I have one again, and I might make another video announcing that. And then I also have this unicorn that I Gorilla Glued to a heart-shaped plaque because I'm an artist. Very nice. And a bunny plate from Winners. It's just art on a wall is where I want to be. I'm working on a sort of collection to do for my fashion portfolio, so I have some sketches here with some swatches. Unfortunately, I don't have access to any of this fabric anymore because the fabric store is shut down, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, but it's still on my wall to remind me that at one point I was motivated to work. This is my desk that I love very much. I got it from HomeSense. It is shiny, shiny pink. It was only $110 or something super duper good, so I kind of got it on impulse, but I really love it. I use this for doing my planning and doing art and sometimes writing blog posts, which almost never happens. But yeah, I have a happy little fishbowl full of pom-poms. I have a little dinosaur that I painted in one of those paint your own pottery places fairly recently, because it's fun and I love him. I have some cute little boxes that I think just have like stickers and stationery in them. Mint tape thing, fake flowers. Here's a frame with all of my Meow Meows in them. Not all of them, this was before we got our 4th Meow Meow. But look, there's the OG3, and they have corresponding Sailor Moon stickers with what Scout they're most like, of course. My baby Serena Beena is Serena, who she was named after. And then at one point long ago, I got into ball jointed dolls, sorta kinda, mostly pull-ups and stuff, and I purchased this very small piano from eBay, and I still have it, and I love it because it's adorable and small, and there's a machine. In my desk drawer here, I keep stickers and stationery and extra things that I don't use on the daily, but I keep them in here. I always buy cute stationery, and I use it so rarely because I'm so scared I'm gonna like waste it. So I have a whole bunch of Kumas and Pushins and Sailor Moon stuff in here. Ba-doo. This chair is incredibly old, but it's painted metallic silver, which is actually kind of cool. At the moment I have this Sailor Moon towel on it because it's cute, but it's also really wrinkly, so I'm gonna move that out the way. Nice. And then moving on to my sewing corner. This is where the magic happens somewhat when I'm not working and have time, but tish. Here's my baby sewing machine. He's a brother, he does everything I need him to do at the moment. I'm sure I'll upgrade before I actually go to school and stuff, but this is my sweet child. I have little teacups with measuring tape and dressmaker's pencil and anything you really need. Little Kuma buckets with odds and ends, another measuring tape, some pink ribbon, 2 pencil cases with probably pencils, hot glue gun, tape, and mason jars with mostly thread, ? I have the cutest little pincushion on the face of the planet. It's like a tomato, but it's pink! I have a lot of glitters here, and just basically this is Things in Jars, the movie. So I have several glitters, a mysterious jar of candy, some ice cream pens, and a little thing that I use at my artist alleys when I'm selling my stuff and I want it to be cute. Also, yeah, the background I just Mod Podged on this pink, hot pink zebra wrapping paper that I got at HomeSense. I love it to bits. You will see more of this in my room. Whee! Up here is fabric and other things that are stored up here. Very descriptive. So I have a bunch of fabric that is just wrapped up neat and tidy-ish. I have my felt, a little bit of yarn, and here is like resin making. I'm not gonna super go into them because that would be a long video, but I have my resin making, beads and jewelry and gems and findings and all that kind of good stuff. Skizzers, pencil sharpener, extra ribbon. Up here are all of my acrylic paints. If I ever say I need more pink paint, please kick me in the knee because I keep buying new tubes of pink paint, and there's too many. Boop boop ba-doo, but that's that. Painting's fun. I enjoy painting. Underneath here, I have a couple of shoe boxes. One's YRU, one's Current Mood, where I keep the fabric I'm currently working with, which is why it's a little bit more messy. But yeah, this is where I keep like my current stuff, so I'm not constantly ripping in and out of that, so it can look semi-okay. There's a painting I started and finished and then hated. There's a garbage can. There's a chair that I poorly upholstered that my cat really likes to sit on, so there's cat hair all over it. And then there is another bag of fabric that I'm currently working with that I didn't want to store too deeply. It's in an Angelic Pretty bag because I have way too many of those kicking around. And then I have a couple actual bolts of fabric because I was buying so much that they just gave it to me on the bolt. Here's a really cute cat bed that my cat never uses, but isn't it cute? Can't we just imagine? Can't we just? Here's a cute mint garbage can that's from HomeSense or Winners. If you see anything and you're wondering where it's from, it's either 25 years old or it's from HomeSense. Probably. This is my wardrobe-y TV cabinet type thing. This is another one that's super duper old, and that was just kind of in the house, and I asked if I could paint it white, and I did. And for a while in my Lolita-y days, I had some like floral fabric covering the panels and stuff, and then I decided it needed another facelift to match my more current aesthetic, so I sprayed it hot pink, and I glittered it with Mod Podge, which was the messiest thing I've ever done, and I kind of wish I didn't because it's not opaque, but that's what it looks like. Can you see the sparkle? Sort of, kind of. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Sure, let's pretend. Let's look inside. Whoa, no, storage, spooky, spooky. This is the inside of my thing, where it is not 100% aesthetic 100% of the time, but I have just kind of random things, chalk pastels, more crafty things, a bedazzler, a little pink squishy thing I think I got in my Kawaii box, which was my first video, Valentine's presents for Colin that no one can look at. And I keep a lot of like keepsakey things, like here are things that people have sent me in my P.O. box again, my old writing book from high school, and then this is just like truly random. There's like a Lalaloopsy, like why, there's an H&M bag, there's a watercolor painting of an Angelic Pretty storefront I did like God knows when, there's my Anna Maritime badge, yay! But yeah, this is just kind of where things go when they need to go somewhere. This is a happy place. This I also Mod Podged with Imai Kita, I think is her name, Angelic Pretty Prints, which I never removed because I think it still looks cute. I have these rainbow jars from Michael's that I got the other day that I adore. I just have pom-poms in them because I had too many pom-poms to go in my pom-pom thingy. In behind here is more ribbon and art supplies. I do a lot of art, which is not something I share with you guys a lot. Some cross-stitching stuff, more findings and Gorilla Glue and E6000 and wires and like the hardware-y bits. Some stuff, my roller derby trophy thingy. We got a Care Bears lunchbox. We got a cute scrapbook collection. We got some fake flowers. And we got all of my sewing patterns along with part of a feather boa and a swan. You never know what you're gonna find, kids. You never know. Here's me. Hello. Beep beepity boop. This is my favorite part of my room. Did I already say that? Probably. This is my vanity. I absolutely adore it. I work really hard to keep it nice and organized, at least, if not tidy. But yeah, this is kind of where the magic happens. This is where I get ready every single day. I'm gonna take you for a cheeky tour. So in here is a little compartment that I painted from Michael's, so it came just plain wood. And this is where I keep my glitters that I use on my face sometimes. A couple buttons, a little bit of jewelry. I don't know if there's anything in this part. No, but it's pretty. I have my hair straightener, which is of course pink and very abused because it's used quite frequently. There's a mason jar that I think used to have brushes in it, which have then since migrated to that cup, but there we go. He has a happy home. I just got a mason jar. I spray painted it pink. I Mod Podged and dipped the cap bit in glitter, and then I used a little bit of sandpaper to rough it up and give it that shabby chic look. Ba-ding ba-dang. Here is my little makeup organizer swiddly doot dop. I don't move this around a whole lot because I kind of just like to leave it stationary, but here are some boxes from some makeup items that I own that I didn't want to get rid of because they were pretty. There's some more glitter that I use on my visage. There's some more glitter. There's some of my Jeffree Star lipsticks, my Hard Candy lipsticks, my Fierce Magenta, Pantone color of the year, pretty much just everything and anything that can fit in a hole. That's where he goes. That sounded a bit odd, but you know what I mean. This is a frame that I got from a charity store, and I spray painted the sides mint blue, and then I used MAC tag that was holographic, and I just put it in the frame, and I think it looks super good. So I use this for holding my day-to-day makeup, my Too Faced, Jeffree Star. This is actual cosmetic glitter that I've been using more lately. Urban Decay, Too Faced, my crappy foundation. I should probably get better foundation. And this is just some other odds and ends and that sort of thing. Here we have my makeup palettes. My sweet precious children. So I try to keep the pink ones together, if you couldn't notice, for aesthetic reasons. Also there's a grumpy bear. Hello, child. Also, here, wait, one sec. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Here's my sweet little My Little Pony that does not like to stand up. Can you do it for the video at least? Please, child. Please, my sweet child. Oh, dear. Ponies, cupcakes, better than sex. Three things that go together. Also, I forgot to mention that I keep this mirror right here on this is a candle stand that I sprayed with the same spray paint as that, because I like to have things match. And this is what I use for actually doing my makeup, because that one is too far. Hello. So these are my palettes: my Too Faced Chocolate Bar, Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons, Jeffree Star Beauty Killer, Too Faced Totally Cute, Gem and the Hologram Safari Collaboration, and Too Faced The Chocolate Shop. Boo boo ba-doo, Christmas in New York. I have this rainbow mug that is, I think, from Urban Outfitters, that I just keep brushes and a lint roller apparently, and this little brush in, just other things that I can grab easily and use. This stuff is purely decorative, but I really like having it around. I have this pretty iridescent unicorn that I thrifted. His arm came off, but that's okay, because it's back on, because we love each other here. I have some really cute confetti in a really cute box. This is actually the confetti I used in my intro, the bing 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 bing. That's some of that. Colin's mom got that for me. Thank you. I have another random thrifted item. I really like the knickknack section of Value Village, if you couldn't tell. It's just a pink little shell, and I'm keeping bells in it right now because Christmas happened. I have some business cards, just because you never know when you want to stuff one in your pocket. I have a little Sailor Moon bag here that has other lipsticks in it that I don't use as much. I have a bunny that I thrifted. I thrift a lot of knickknacks, as I mentioned. I have this little teacup in which I keep hair ties and scrunchies and cute little things, and one bell. What's going on? I have a couple other buttons and stuff just in the saucer there. And I like to keep my earrings hanging from this little cake platter that I actually got at Target when we still had Target in Canada. Rest in peace-aroni. But yeah, I think they fit nicely there. And on the cake platter, I keep accessories and things. This is just where I put accessories that don't really fit anywhere else and that are pretty to display because I like them there. So I have my happy necklace, my birthday girl, 6% Doki Doki, boop-a-doop-a-doo, lots of cute things. There's an actual candy necklace, just for the aesthetic. How many times have I said for the aesthetic? I have my Just Girly Things pouch from ALB that I got when I was at a con she was at, and that's where I keep like boring, not cute hair accessories, just like bobby pins and boop 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 elastics and stuff. There's a pom-pom on it. Everything needs a pom-pom. Also, yes, this is the other place I mentioned that has these zebra prints. Wall wrapping paper. This is where I keep more like headbands and necklaces and scrunchies and bracelets, things that can go on your limbs or your head. And then in the little dish there, I keep barrettes and cute little things I can stick in my noggin. I like this a lot. I got this from HomeSense just the other day because I realized there was too much on that. So yeah, they're probably still in stores. It's super duper cute. It is pink with gold on the inside and it has like a little mermaidy texture. I'm not always a sucker for the mermaid thing, but I liked the pattern. And then I have this triple tiered bird fountain type jewelry holder that is from Michaels. And it just has jewelry. I don't wear quite as much in it, along with more earrings. I found the other one of these glitter-filled confetti ball earrings while I was getting ready for the room tour, and I am very blessed. I was looking for it everywhere. Here is my vanity at a distance. So I have it right below there so I get the natural light, sort of, kind of. I'm a little low for it because I am in the basement. I very haphazardly made this little rainbow mishmash clashing fabric rainbow trim thing. It's a little bit tricky, but since I'm moving out in a couple years, I was like, I don't want to go too crazy making everything perfect because I will be leaving this stupid thing here. I'm sorry, this thing is like 100 years old, it's dark blue, and I want it to perish. That's why I covered it rainbows and hot pink zebras, but when I leave, this is staying. This thing is not coming in my life. No, 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 no. I have some necklaces here. I kind of hate this and I think it looks so messy, but that's where they are. They're not tangled or anything, they just kind of look sad. I have my pom-pom pumpkin and my confetti pumpkin and a little barista peeking in the corner. I have 3 fake cute plants that are from IKEA when I was in IKEA. Aren't they sweet? These used to be in the background right there where I film, where I'm gonna get to, and then they were replaced by the almighty puppy surprise. I keep my sunglasses here. I have way more than this. I have a sunglasses problem. However, that is where these ones stay. And also this little mini tassel garland thing that I made that matches this one. I also keep my rainbow extensions here. I just use a little claw clip like that so that they are not tangled or like sad in a lump in a corner. They are pretty. They are there. There is a doll that I got, guess from where? From Value Village. I thrifted it and then I like tried to make her more bougie, but it's a little bit creepy, but I like her. I like her dress. She's cute. She's there. This, my friends, is the corner in which I keep my lights and things, but for the purposes of this video, I took them out because they are humongous and black and sad. There's my tripod though. I have this pinker and gold garland that I got at Michael's. It's actually like a wedding photo op background, but I really like it, so I use that for filming sometimes. There's a gap there. I did that on purpose. I don't know why, but I like it. I thought the 2 strands of hot pink were like too much to handle, so that's what he's like. This is a little table that I got at IKEA, and this is where I keep the boxes for my Magical Girl wand collection, among other things. I don't know why, but I just cannot get rid of the boxes because I'm thinking like one day if I'm in a tight spot for money or I'm just not into Magical Girl anime anymore, I don't even want to say that because like it's such a big part of my life, but I always keep the boxes because in a couple years my collection could be worth a little bit more, so I always want to be careful, but that is not an excuse for why I'm keeping my puppy surprise boxes. I have no excuse. Like, I have nothing to tell you. There is a cute heart mirror that I got from HomeSense, like, right when they opened, and I never put it up because it's really heavy, and I was too scared. So, it's there. Nice. If you ever wonder what your feet look like right there, you are good to go. And then my Magical Girl wand collection! This is my precious, precious baby. I did a whole video on this a little while back, so you can see them more in detail there. I've gotten a couple more since then. The Shipure / Kokure plush is new. The Flower Echo wand is new. The Kaleido Moon Scope one from Sailor Moon is new. The Esprit Cure 5 Cure Fleur is new. Maybe I need to chill, but nah. I used to keep these organized by series and chronologically by when that series came out, but then I kept waking up and finding they had all crashed down and fallen, and I didn't know why, because on the other side of this wall is a door to outside, so I was thinking, oh, maybe it's someone slamming the door. And then it was this bitch. This is my most prized wand. It is my favorite wand. It is the Ojamajo Doremi Sweet Speron. However, it is a little bit tippy, so I had to move him all the way over there and kind of mess up my chronologic order. But now they're not broken and falling and making me actually cry, so that's good. I also have the puppies and kitties from my puppy and kitty surprises because I have a problem. I have my crystal collection. I don't really know what to say about it. That's the crystals. That's where they are. I used to keep those, once again, where the puppy surprises are, but they got booted out because Puppy Surprise will always win.
These are my figures. I have never been a figure collector. I have never been into that, and then I got like 2 and I kept getting more and I got a shelf for it, and now I just want more.
I should probably like half mention my bed. That's kind of like the big thing in the room. So yeah, this is my big bad boy bed. I got this bedding from HomeSense. It's just a duvet cover, which is awesome because it costs less money. And this Sailor Moon blanket, I get a lot of questions about it. That is from lookhuman.com. I like it a lot. This blanket is from... I have no idea. It's a mystery. I have like a severe pillow problem and I buy new pillows literally all of the time. But I like them a lot. I like having lots of pillows. I also have a lot of pillows lined up against there, but you will see why in a minute if you're gonna stick around. So yeah, this is my big comfy bed. This is where I like to crash. I have my MacBook and my little iPony there, Pony Baloney. Also, I'm not going to go into this because it is very sad. It is very sad. It is very old. I love him. However, there's nothing to see here. Actually, I'll show you one so you know that it's not full of, like, knives. Look, this one has more stationary stuff. Crazy. But yeah, this has also been around, like, way before I was born. And it's just kind of in my room because it's in the house somewhere. This is what's above my bed here on my precious puppy surprises. Okay, one of them's a kitty surprise, but puppy surprise just like rolls off the tongue better. I don't know why I like puppy surprises so much. I think it's just because they use pretty much the same mold as the 80s, and I'm very into the 80s toy sort of thing. So whenever that's readily accessible, I lose my little mind. I've moved my Confetti Club banner to the ceiling, not the ceiling, god damn it, to over here, as opposed to on my pretty tinsel ball, just because I didn't really like how it looked in videos. It was always like lopsided or cut off or just too dark with the lights. It would make them look very, very dark. So up here, he's a happy rainbow again. I love him very much. The other side here is kind of neglected and random, but I have my Frenchie from Greece Barbie doll that my mom got me whenever I started in Greece as Frenchie, which was really special for me. I also have way too many Steven Universe mini blind bag figures. They are just too much fun. They were too cheap and too fun, and I got a lot. I love them. But hey, not a lot of repeats. Not a lot of repeats. We're good. This corner, once again, is very random. There is a real Akuma. There is a pink plastic sword. There is a thrifted carousel pony, and there are 3 rainbow frames that still have the default images in them because I never put pictures in them because I'm the best. Here are some of my bed friends. Bed friends, bed friends, bed friends. What are you doing? Sit up, you goose, you're on the internet. I got this little rainbow ornament for Christmas, but I just love it too much, so I have it hanging from my lamp now. This lamp was just a plain old white lamp-shaded lamp, and I actually hot glued flowers to it, which is a super duper easy DIY to do, and no, it doesn't melt off. I was worried about that if the light got too hot, but it's totally fine. It's been like that for like 3 years or something ridiculous. This is my bedside table. I have my power bar there just because it kind of hangs from there and it can't just dangle or things will get unplugged. So he's just sitting on the edge there, edge of glory. I have a Care Bears mug that I exclusively fill with water. I am a big water drinker. I love being human. I have, okay. I put one of these in the holiday giveaway, but I am fucking obsessed with this bubblegum lip gloss. Like, just kill me. It is so moisturizing. It is so wonderful. It looks like a little, like, not spawns. Imagine, but like, just like, look at that. Oh my god, it smells amazing. It tastes so good. Like, just fuck, like, oh, a meow meow. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. What's up, honey bun? This is my little friend. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Oh, yes, ma'am. Anyway, wow, tangent aside, I have lip balm because no one likes sleeping with them chappy chap lips. I have my water because no one likes sleeping thirsty. I have my holy grail favorite candle that's ever been invented by anyone, the Yankee Candle Peeps Marshmallow Chicks brand candle. It's so good. I have like burned it so sparingly because I am terrified. Back when I worked in that department store like years and years ago, one of my supervisors actually got it for me because I'd been talking about it so much. She went off island and found it in a place in a different province and got it for me, and I paid her back because she's an angel. So if you're watching this, Heather, I love you deeply, and I cherish this candle every day, and I think of you when I burn it. I have a Sailor Moon water cup there that I think is part of the Galaxy collab with Sailor Moon. I have my big old bottle cork glasses there, which honestly I usually keep in the bathroom because I cannot get from the bathroom, which is right outside my room, to my bed without my glasses because my vision is very bad. But yeah, I'm putting those there because let's pretend. And then there is my sweet and happy Nintendo DS, I almost said DSi, oh my god, 3DS, where I exclusively play Animal Crossing New Leaf, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, and Pokemon Omega Ruby. But yeah, that is very good. It's just such a good way to rewind after a long day at work. Some Animal Crossing, some Care Bears TM water, Peeps candle, like you are so good to go. Guess what? You're not gonna see in here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneakrits. And now we arrive at the mysterious pillow floor. Why do I have pillows on my floor? Because of these things. These precious small fluffy things that like to chew on things that can hurt them. Specifically, lots and lots of thin plastic tinsel hanging from my wall. Yes, be really careful if you are having a birthday party or anything where you have string because it can like get tangled up in cats and probably dogs' digestion tracts, intestines, whatever, their guts, and they can die. So after we had that close call with my cat, I religiously keep pillows here so no one can chomp, and it works. So yes, this is my number one filming wall. I kind of think of it like 1, 2, 3, 4 in my head just because that is like the order I'm most likely to film in, but I've been enjoying filming here more lately. Probs the puppies though, TBH. Probs the pup surprise. There's my camera battery charger that is often forgotten until I'm in the middle of a video and hate myself. And so yeah, whenever I'm filming there, I have to put my tripod and my lights on the bed because there's not enough room. And that's why if a cat steps on it, the whole thing wobbles because it moves the camera manamra. I keep my only pair of regular choice shoes, my 99s, on a literal pedestal. This is my sweet, sweet baby. I've said this before, I think, but my two most prized possessions ever are my irregular choice 99s because they were a gift from my mom to wear for my prom, and they are absolute art and they inspire me every day to be a fashion designer. And and my Ojamaja Doremi Sweets Put On, which is also a gift from my mom. I guess that's why it means so much to me. And because Ojamaja Doremi is endlessly inspiring and charming and heartwarming, and it means a lot. I want to be more like Doremi every day. You guys, we are almost done. What the heck? Up here is my Pixie and Cherie sign, along with a slightly chewed styrofoam head that I had to put up there so a cat would stop chewing it, and a ceramic horse head. So, I mean, bourgeoisie, let's go. There is a full the heck view of my closet. My sweet baby. I don't have like an actual closet in the room, like there's no like indentation for one. So, what are you doing, ma'am? What are you doing, ma'am? So I got this little organizey closet-y set and I love it so much. I actually love it more than having it in a closet because I like seeing my clothes. I like it kind of feeling like a store, thus the pedestal, thus the mannequin, thus the clothes in the open. So these are the clothes that I kind of wear the most frequently. I keep them in rainbow order whenever I remember to do that. So I have past here is all things I've made. My Rose Quartz cosplay, my prom dress, my Ojamaja Darimi cosplay, my Cureflora cosplay, and my other prom dress that didn't work out. Then I have like whites, darky pink, light pink, light pink, light pink, light pink with rainbows, light pink. I've done a wardrobe video, by the way, so that's why I'm kind of not going into detail. Yellowy yellow, I have 2 yellow things, but they're important for the rainbow. Blue, 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 dark blue denim. Purpley, 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 perp. Black, sparkly black, and this section is literally rainbow for my rainbow things. I have my wig for Cure Felice, which is very loosely styled. I promise it will look better than that, but that's just where she is right now. This is where I keep my camera, my memory cards, all my wires, all my crap, my 2 Polaroid cameras, this really, really old camera that I have for some reason kept just because it's pink. So this spot is where the camera I'm holding goes. And then we have more clothes, 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 clothes. That's where they goes. That's where the clothes goes. I recently purchased this laundry hamper because my old laundry hamper, which was much beloved, my real Akuma one, was destroyed by cats. If you can sense a theme here in my life. But to be fair, it was $7 on eBay, and the sides were mesh, and very tempting to chew, apparently. So I got this one from HomeSense. Surprise, surprise. But there's dirty clothes in it. I almost opened it up to show you, but why would I do that? I have a couple of magazines here. I have a Pretty Cure one. I actually should try reading this now, because I didn't know how to read any hiragana or anything when I got it, but I do now, and since it's for kids, most stuff should be in hiragana. Or katakana. I have my Swan Kiss Dreamy book, which is super duper inspiring. I have a copy of Larm, when I was really into Larm for like 2 seconds. And I have a Lush manual thingy. Manual, what am I saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Boop, boop, boop. I just really like it. I love Lush. Lush is so soothing in every way, so I kept that because I love it. And those stay there in case you want to sit underneath all of my clothes beside my laundry hamper and read. Because what else would you do, to be honest? Story time. This thing used to have 4 drawers. However, 4 drawers and 7 years ago, the 2 top ones broke. They broke because this thing is really cheap and low quality, but I wanted it even though my parents were like, Jill, this is really cheap and low quality and it's gonna break. I was like, shut up. It's white. It matches my Kira Kira Lolita aesthetic and I want it. However, they were right and now there's only 2 drawers. But in this one, I keep just t-shirts and other things. I keep my work t-shirts for Freak Lunchbox, which are absolutely always this clean all the time, always 100%, I promise. And then underneath these, we have more colorful clothes that don't really hang or that I don't totally wear quite as much. Boop boop a doo. And this is where I'd put my socks if I had any. Here is all of my manga that I own, which is like largely taken up by Scott Pilgrim, so that shows you how much I read manga. But no, honestly, the best manga I've ever read is Kimi ni Toroke, and I didn't even, actually I think I did finish it. I think I actually went to the library. But yes, this is a fantastic manga. It is better than the anime, and that is not a thing I usually stick by for anime and manga. But yes, no, this is very good. Please read, very good. This is where I keep undies, so I'm not gonna show you that because secrets. But yes, imagine undies. Look, you can tell. It's almost like I wear bras or something. Hush, 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 hush. In here is just where I keep all my Lush bath bombs. In that one there, and in this one, I keep other like beauty things that I literally never use. So yeah, there's like face masks and moisturizing sticks and stuff, and then Lush Central. I should probably use one of those tonight, TBH. She's been a long day, my guys. And then there is one balloon weight because party K aesthetic. Alright you guys, I guess that is the end of my room tour. Thank you so much for waiting so long for it. It's a big project, it's a long video, and to go into like all of the nooks and crannies of your room takes a long time, and it takes a long time to make sure they are the way you want them to be, which is clean. So yeah, I feel very good about the way my room is right now, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So if I forgot anything super drastic that you guys want to be explained, just leave a comment below and I can hook you up with answers if you're wondering where any furniture's from or what's in where. But if I didn't show you a drawer, that's probably because it's messy or boring, to be honest. So yeah, that is that. I love you guys so freaking much, and I will see you in the next video, which is not this one because this one is over. Goodbye!